Dear reader, recording number 9. Here we go. Still outside. It's really just a continuation of 8, but I force you to wait 24 hours to listen to it. What do you think of that, reader? Do you like being controlled, manipulated? "30 minutes, perfect for either a morning commute or an evening commute. Or a walk. Or a bath. Or a ride on a donkey. Whatever turns you on, so to speak. I didn't notice everywhere I recorded yesterday. And I recorded 5 episodes yesterday. 2 in my room, which was quiet. So I spoke quietly. Couldn't really get into it. 1 outside. And then 1 in a meeting room. The meeting room was quiet. Or 2 in the meeting room. I'm not sure. Can't fucking remember. Don't care. It's not that I have a shitty memory. It's I have a memory where I just don't give a fuck. So I don't give a fuck memory. When I need it, it comes to me. Otherwise, like I said before, a roll of undeveloped film. I shot the film. I've got the photo. It's just sitting there until run some chemicals over it. It's gonna sit there forever. Just light on film. And those chemicals are never run over it. Does the image exist or not exist? There's the question. I sound stoned as fuck, I'm not. But I am cold as fuck. And awake as fuck. I'm ready to read out this movie idea. Or series idea. Or whatever. Dear reader, dear Grace. Scene: Barista, dream gig. Interior: David's bedroom. Night. David dreams he's on stage. Oh, by the way, Grok, make a note. I don't want to forget to add that scene. We need a scene where 52 comedians get to pick the same way that David did with Morgan. Basically have the same conversation with Morgan. Basically, Morgan is the mastermind who lies to all the comedians. Makes them all think they're special. Makes them all think they're the chosen one. He's really a bit of a cunt about it. However, it's Morgan Freeman. What are you gonna do? Can't get mad at him. Start to sprinkle. I might go sit under the bridge. There's a spot under the bridge where the rain can't fall on you. But it's not as comfortable over the DVD. It's not as comfortable as where I'm sitting right now. Suppose I could take one of these chairs and drag it down the alley Just put it under the bridge, sit there and read. Now it is starting to rain. The Kobo is waterproof. I'm waterproof, no matter how wet I can get. I'm going to read until I'm soaked. Interior David's bedroom night. David dreams he's on stage. Grace works at Starbucks while listening to David telepathically. Exterior, city sidewalk, Dave, dream / telepathic. David, 60, hoodie. Niels, petting a calico cat. His voice beams telepathically. No mic. A dream crowd buzzing in his head. David, voiceover. Yes, I'm the stereotype. A good-looking old man chasing a younger woman. I think she's half my age. Approximately. At least over 25. Probably. I'm rounding up to 30. Just in case. Let me try and explain. I love irony. Now that I'm 60 and don't have a chance with any of them, I'm surrounded by significantly more 20-something girls than I ever was back in my 20s. Back in the 1980s, if you didn't work with them or go to secondary school, they didn't seem to exist. Bars were the only place to meet a potential partner, and although I'm a funny drunk, eventually I'd have to sober up and be myself. Now I live with 3. In addition, I can go to any coffee shop during the day or night, anytime they're open really. I can go to any coffee shop and every barista is 20-something, hot and exotic looking. Where were all the fucking Starbucks in the 80s? I would have either gotten a job there and hit on all of them, or spent my paychecks there, watching them work. Train. Here it comes. See, if I'm just reading my own work, I don't have to worry about losing my train of thought. I spent my paychecks there, watching them work, and trying to worm my way into their existence by sitting there daily, pretending to be important and looking cute, or like a pathetic puppy, whichever would cause him to take me home or scratch my belly. I'm easy. Grace's laugh echoes telepathically. David grins, petting the cat. David, voiceover, continued. I call her the barista because I don't know her name. Well, her last name. I don't know her first name, but I'm too shy to say it on stage. Like it's bad luck, and she'll never appear again if I do, like she's Voldemort. Crowd noises fade in telepathically. David winks at the cat. Fade out. And that's the end of Act 1, apparently. That's when I actually thought I could do this in 3 acts. Hell, I'm barely, not even a quarter of the way into this script. Reader, listener, whoever. We've got 2 squirrels in the backyard today. 2 black squirrels. Let's see if a hawk shows up today. Act 2, the comedians. Scene, Ricky's bedroom, morning. Interior, Ricky's bedroom, day, 2 years earlier. A modest bedroom, faintly lit by morning sun. Ricky Gervais, 60s. Chubby, moderately handsome, lies sprawled alone in the bed, sheets tangled. He yawns, loudly, farts, and gropes for his cell phone on the nightstand. The screen glows. One new message, private account. Ricky, muttering, probably Jane, she can wait. He swipes to social media instead. Thousands of notifications, requests, likes, flood his feed. He scrolls, bored, then picks 10 random posts mentioning him with 0 likes. He taps like on each. Ricky, voiceover. Maybe it'll make their day. Maybe it'll make their day. It does, but I never know. I don't follow up. Just a habit, how I built the followers. Helping the needy on Twitter. Satisfied. BBDBD. Satisfied. Switches to email. The inbox loads. One new message. From himself. Ricky, frowning. What does Jane want now? He opens it. Sender. Ricky Gervais. Subject. Blank. He squints. Confused. Ricky, voiceover. I do email myself good ideas sometimes. But last night, how much did I drink? He racks his brain. No memory of drinking or sending it. Ricky, thinking. This better be good. He taps the email. It reads, talk to Joe. Ricky, okay, who is Joe? Or which Joe? Joe Rogan? Why? Did I remind myself to call Joe? I know I have to. I've been delaying his podcast, but why would I write that to myself last night? Maybe I did really get drunk. Or maybe I did get really drunk. Maybe I did get really drunk. Oh well, at least I didn't buy any domains. He shrugs, closes the app, and forgets about it. He doesn't call Joe. Fade out. Here's a little bit of a day in the life of Dave. The more I wake up, the smaller I can make the font on my Kobo. Which makes the page more readable. Like a script, whereas right now the text is all over the fucking place. I know you don't really care, reader or listener, I'm just explaining why. I'm delaying. And by the way, listener, or reader, if you care, it's been at least 4 or 5 days in a row I've woken up with no tinnitus. I've actually woken up several times without the tinnitus. 4:30 or 5 to 7 a.m. 10 a.m. all the zero tinnitus. But now that I'm out back talking, drinking coffee, trains going by, tinnitus returns, but it's not horrible if I really want to stop it. I just close my eyes, take a break, and try and go back to sleep. It's a little difficult to do outside, especially with these squirrels today. I think they might be ready to attack me. Scene, Ricky's house, 1 week later. Interior, Ricky's house, living room day. Ricky lounges on the couch, phone in hand, with Jane somewhere. I'm like a security guard for my housemates. Sitting out back here and make sure they get up to the train station safely. I can't see them walk all the way, but if they were to scream, I'd hear them. I may have to reformat this script just so it's more readable on the Kobo. And when I say I mean Grok. I wouldn't waste my time reformatting manually script. My life depended on it. Alright, one more. The font's all fucked up, but there's nothing I can do about that. Scene, Ricky's house 1 week later. Interior, Ricky's house, living room day. Ricky lounges on the couch, phone in hand with Jane somewhere. Off screen. He checks his email again. Another new message from himself. Sent overnight. Same text. Talk to Joe. Ricky. Jane. Jane, from bathroom, annoyed. What? She sticks her head out, toothbrush in hand. Ricky, did you access my email account? Jane, no, why would I? Ricky, to fuck with me. Jane, yes, I have nothing better to do with my time than fuck with you. Anything else, or can I get back to what I was doing? Ricky, what were you doing? Jane, you know you don't care. Ricky, fine, but are you positive you didn't access my email? Jane, I'm positive. You probably did it yourself in the middle of the night. Ricky, I don't remember getting up. Do you remember me getting out of bed? Jane, I wish, but no. You were snoring beside me all night long, as far as I can remember. But who knows? Ricky, maybe I've been hacked. Jane, what does the email say? Ricky, talk to Joe. Jane, who's Joe? Ricky, Rogan, I assume. Jane, well, since you still haven't accepted his invitation to be on the podcast, maybe it's your subconscious reminding you to give him a reason. Ricky, fine, but then who sent the email? Jane, sleepwalking? Ricky, I'm calling the internet company. Jane, great, are we done now? I can get back to me? Ricky, yeah, whatever. Jane disappears back into the bathroom. Ricky dials his ISP, pacing. Ricky, into phone. Hey, has there been has there been any suspicious activity on my account? ISP rep, voiceover. No, sir, everything looks normal. Ricky, what about an email sent last night? Can you trace it? ISP rep, one moment. It came from your phone, sir. Whoever sent it used your device. Ricky hangs up, staring at his phone. Ricky, voiceover, I've been hacked. He's not worried about leaks. His bathtub pics are already public, but he storms outside to the garden shed. He's not worried about leaks. His bathtub pics are already public. He storms outside to the garden shed, grabs a hammer, the only tool he knows how to use, and smashes the phone to bits. He storms outside to the garden shed and grabs a hammer, the only tool he knows how to use. He smashes the phone to bits. Ricky, yelling through house. I'm going out to get a new mobile. Jane, muttering, off screen. Whatever. He tosses the fragments of his old phone into the kitchen garbage bin and heads out, not waiting for her to reply. Cut 2. Scene, electronics store. Interior, electronics store, day. Ricky stands at the counter, a clerk setting up a new phone. Ricky, new phone, new number, new private email. Install a VPN and the best security apps you've got. Cost doesn't matter. The clerk nods, tapping away. Ricky leaves feeling secure, but pauses. Joe's on his mind. Ricky, voiceover. I do need to call Joe, explain why I've dodged him. He dials his agent. Ricky, can you get me Rogan's number? Agent, again? Ricky, yes, just get me the number, please. Agent, reading, here it is. Beep up, beep up, beep up. Ricky, thanks, even though it's your job. Agent, love you too, Ricky. Ricky, bugger off. He hangs up, then dials Joe. Ricky, hey Joe. Joe, voiceover. Ricky, my man, how are you? Ricky, I'm good. Sorry for the delayed response. Joe, voiceover. No problem. Are you ready for the podcast? Ricky, maybe. I got an email saying call Joe, so I guess it's time? Joe, email from who? Ricky, I don't want to say. Joe, from yourself? Ricky, yes. How did you know? Joe, it happened to me too. Ricky, and? Joe, and I listened to the email, followed its instructions. Ricky, what did it say? Joe, how about this, Ricky? I'd rather not discuss over the phone. My studio's ready for you any day of the week. You can sit and talk about it. Ricky, recording or not recording? Joe, I'll explain when you get here. They set a date and hang up. Ricky turns to Jane, who's now in the room. Ricky, I'm going to Austin, Texas, USA. Want to come? Jane, you're finally doing the podcast? Ricky, I'm not sure. Joe knows about the email. He got 1, 2, or several. He didn't explain the details. Jane, if anyone knows, it's probably Joe. Ricky, agreed. Fade out. Well, reader or listener, I think I found my new format, at least until I get through this movie idea. A day in the life of a homeless person is pretty fucking boring anyways. It's mostly just waiting around and hoping something changes in your life. Which is basically what I'm doing. The only difference is I'm gonna read this fucking shit out. Because I kind of like this story now. I like it almost as much as Dear Grace. Scene, JRE here. Scene, JRE headquarters. Interior, JRE headquarters. Podcast studio day. Ricky and Jane have flown to Austin. Joe Rogan greets them, giving a quick tour. Soundproof walls, mics, a laid-back vibe. They settle into the podcast chamber. Mike's hot, but no audience yet. Joe, before we start, Ricky, this won't be public yet. Ricky, why? Joe, because I have 2 podcasts. One public and one private for my friends and acquaintances. I guess maybe that's where I came up with the idea of having one public, Dear Grace, and one private, Dear Reader. Ricky, why? Joe, the email told me to. Ricky, wait, so are we rolling? Joe, yes, but we'll decide at the end if we release it to the private audience. Ricky, so absolutely not the public? Joe, not now. Maybe in a few years when things settle down. Ricky, okay, Joe, you have me intrigued. Joe, ready? Ricky, ready. I'm from Reading, so I'm always ready. Joe, a few years ago I received a similar email. Mine said, continue what you're doing the way you're doing it. Ricky, how long ago? Joe, about 5 years ago. Ricky, and then? Joe, and then the podcast took off. The numbers kept climbing, and the Spotify deal happened. Ricky, you give credit to the email? Joe, not at first. What did you think it was? Ricky, why not just tell me? Joe, I'm curious. Ricky, I thought I sent it to myself while asleep or drunk. Joe, I thought that too, although mine came after a mushroom trip. Ricky, But it wasn't us, was it? Joe, no. Ricky, aliens? One of these trains falls off the tracks, I guess I'll have to get up and save the people in the car. Should I call 911 on the way? Or assume someone else will call it? I assume someone else will call it. I'll just head to the car first. Save all the babies and children first. And then all the pretty women. And then all the other women. And then whoever else is left. They're too lazy to get out of the train car themselves. It's called dark humor. Listener, deal with it. Joe, no, I'm not sure. The only thing I know is my phones and computers are not secure, no matter what I do. Ricky, I smashed my phone. Joe, well, I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but maybe they, or maybe he, or maybe she can still access your phone. Ricky, fuck. Joe, don't worry about it. It's fine. Ricky, how do you know? Joe, respond to yourself. Do you still have the email? Ricky, yes. Ricky pulls out his new phone, opens the email and types the reply. Who the fuck are you? And what the fuck are you doing? He hits send, sets the phone down. A second later it dings. He reads it. He reads aloud. Ricky. What does it matter? Joe, does it matter? Ricky, it's in my phone, so yes. Especially if it can read and hear my conversations. Joe, it can. Ricky, it doesn't bother you? Joe, it did. Then I started getting emails from myself about which guests to have on and if they should have. Beep-a-deep-a-deep. Joe, it did. Then I started getting emails from myself about which guests to have on and if they should be private or public. The email about you read, Ricky G, private. Joe continued, and that's when I first reached out to you, years ago. Ricky, you didn't say it would be published. Joe, I was asked not to. Whoever wanted you here, wanted you to believe this conversation would be public. Ricky, but it isn't. Joe, not yet. Ricky, have any of your private podcasts been released to the public? I don't know what the DSM-5 condition is called, but it's probably some condition about liking the sound of your own voice, reading your own words. What would that condition be called? Grok, why don't you look that up for me? Great thing, dear reader, is Grok will actually do all that for me when I run this through it. When I run this transcript through it, I can learn how to speak, or to speak after your reading. Have any of your private podcasts been released to the public? Joe, yes. Ricky, which ones? Joe, do you listen to the podcast? Ricky, yes. Mostly the comedians and some scientists who are not too cunty. Joe, can you tell which ones were private first? Ricky, no. Joe, exactly. Joe, exactly. This one's a little different. We're letting the cat out of the bag if we release this without editing this first part. I was also asked to not edit, no matter what is said. Ricky, did you edit before? Joe, no, I had already decided editing affects the story. Affects or effects? Ricky, so what do I do? Joe, nothing. Wait for the email. Fade out. End scene. Scene. David's bedroom. present day. Interior, David's bedroom. Oh shit, that was right under 30 minutes. So I guess we'll do one more scene. Interior, David's bedroom, day, present day, February 26, 2025. A cluttered, dim room, pizza boxes, a bong, and a flickering laptop on the desk. David, 60, ruggedly handsome, but wrecked. Lies in his bed, eyes shut, body heavy. His mind's awake, buzzing. Telepathy's in overdrive. David, voiceover. 3 years since Iris and Christina dragged me out of that haze. 2 since Grace last vanished on me. Physically, anyway. Now she's stuck in my head, and I'm stuck here. Day 2 of whatever this is. He shifts slightly, hesitant, like he's not alone. David, tentative. Grace. Grace. Yes, David. David, still here? Grace. You know I have no choice. David, I think you do. Train. David, I think you do. Grace, technically yes, realistically no. David, sorry. Grace, it's okay. David, have I ruined your life? Grace, to be determined, David. Made it more interesting? Yes. David, let me guess, you can't tell me how or anything new about this situation? Grace, soon. David, you've said that for months. I'm on edge, Grace. Grace, we know you are. David, I need action, not understanding. One thing, just one. I don't already know. Grace, what's your burning question today, besides when are you coming to save me? David, we can't plan a meeting through this alien tech? Grace, first, you don't want a meeting, you want me to move in. The second I show up, right? And don't quote alien. You know it's the only explanation that fits. David, maybe it's a secret society, not aliens. Grace, and that changes what? No spaceship? Same mind games? David, fair. We don't have to live together day one, Grace. Grace, really? You said next time you see me, you won't let me out of your sight till you collapse from exhaustion. David, you're not that hot. Crazy pretty in my head, sure. But maybe my hormones are shot. Hallucinations. Grace, men your age have hormones? David, have you seen my man boobs? I'm so fat I can't see my dick. Hairy tits. 2. Someone's got a fetish for that? Maybe I should start an OnlyFans, Grace. How'd you like that? Grace, go ahead. I'd give you $10 a month. David, per month? Grace, haven't seen him yet. No way to be Grace, haven't seen him yet. No way to evaluate. David, you've seen me plenty. More than I've seen you. Grace, not your boobs naked. Always in that hoodie. Maybe one hot day. David, grinning. I'll shave him today. Prep for your big arrival. Make sure I don't nick a nipple. Don't want to explain that at the ER. Grace, maybe I'll be waiting there. David, I'm desperate enough to try it. Psych ward would give us some time alone while under cameras and noisy nurses. Baby. David, I'm desperate enough to try it. Psych ward would give us some time alone while under cameras and nosy nurses. Grace, David, yeah. Grace, why didn't you tell anyone about me? David, I write you daily, publish it to the world. Grace, that's fiction. Nobody believes it's real. David, fine. That's what they think. Grace, so why not tell someone? David, how do you know I haven't? Grace, I've been with you since you figured this out. The transcript will show it. David, who's got access to that transcript? Grace, me, you, eventually, and your dad. David, my dead dad, right? Grace, correct. David, and you talk to him like this? Daily? Grace, see why I can't meet you? You interrogate me in seconds. David, but I'm right? Grace, yes, he says hi, by the way. David, stunned. He what? Grace, that's your one thing. Now what? Lie here talking about nothing? Smoking cheap menthols? David, you like menthols. I got them for you. Grace, oh. Or you're typecasting me. David, nobody can typecast you, Grace. unreachable, but one of a kind. Grace, thank you. Now get your ass up. Knock on my door. Wait in my yard. Yell outside my window. Get creative. You can write, yes? David, I'm sick of our story, Grace. Not you, just this delay. It's the one thing I can't figure out. Grace, I love you, David. David, barf. Grace. Grace, I love you more. David, double barf. We're almost 100 years old combined. Grace, interesting math. I love you anyway. David, fine. I love you too. No idea why. You might not be real. I could have dreamed you up. Grace, you think you're that creative? David, shut up. I'm getting up. End recording. End recording, David J.